So this is going to be, I think, a good showcase for what Viktor can do if Ryan, our Viktor player, is able to get the ball rolling. We do see
Yeah.
that they're both starting off with really strong battlefields for their chosen legends, starting off with Treferian Warcamp for the Viktor player and Aspirant's Climb for Brian. Just taking a peek at his Viktor list without trying to give anything away, he has all the cards that we were talking about that would be good in a Viktor list that we thought maybe it might be too cluttered to run copies of everything, but it looks like he's running everything, and he is currently 4-0, so I'm very excited to see this deck in action and see exactly what it can do.
Big fan of this matchup. I think this matchup is crazy. It's like, it's not one of the matchups that you see a lot because, Viktor did kind of fall off weirdly hard,
Yeah, absolutely.
but it is a very cool matchup. It's like, it's one of those ones that gets you into Riftbound if you play the game at all. A lot of
For sure.
weird
I definitely think
interactions.
Viktor's one of those decks that if you want to teach a new player, if you can get them hooked by teaching them Viktor for sure.
Yeah, Master Yi as well too. I mean, like,
Yep.
just nothing feels better than resolving Aurora. But
Absolutely.
here comes the first point from Ryan. It's going to be taken by a recruit in the Trifarian War Camp.
Mhm.
Aspirant's Climb is going to make things complicated, but this is actually one of the very few decks that can outgrind an active Aurora. And that's why it's so, I don't know how to say it. It's so fun of a matchup to watch and to play, of course, but mostly to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I always just enjoy Victors, especially like you can see just how insane those boards can get. They can be
Yeah.
really, really good.
Here
But looks like
comes,
Brian, we are seeing the Catalyst of Aeons. He is definitely doing Dazzling Aurora things, building up into that 9 rune threshold. Ryan will get a second point holding at Treferian War Camp. I would be surprised if we don't see everything basically flood into War Camp this turn, and then see Ryan try to establish a big army back in base.
yeah, that's going to be a second point there for Ryan. Ryan should have
Mhm.
2 points right now.
Mhm. I
Actually
think it
3
should be a
points, sorry.
3.
Yeah,
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 he
because
got
of the hold.
one off a hold. Yep.
Yeah, so he's a third of the way towards winning this. Third of the way towards winning this game. But how does he want to follow up here? He could put out his champion Viktor, or he could put out something
Yordle. Nice.
like
That's nice.
Yordle to draw towards maybe a critical piece of removal he may need in order to close this game out. This deck does play a ton of
Vanguard
removal,
Captain. Yeah, it does.
typically.
And it's like a
So
nice diverse, at least looking at his list, he has a lot of diversity in terms of options of removal for like you can tell there's things that'll come up for like almost every situation. If he can draw into it, he should be able to dig himself out of a hole. It's gonna be really, really fun if we get a chance to see it.
yeah, yeah, and the removal itself is not damage based, similar to like how we've
Exactly.
seen with
Yep.
Kaisa.
Yep.
So it can actually take down some of these like chungus creatures like
Yep.
White Flame Protector and whatnot.
Mhm. Right, so Dazzling is established. And then we see 2 more of them go to the bottom of the deck. And we do see White Flame Protector. If I'm
Speak of the
Ryan, I'm
devil.
in a very happy position. I think the only thing you're really afraid of in this instance right now is the Dead Loom maybe taking away your War Camp. But obviously, it is not something you have to worry about. Obviously, this is yellow. He has access to things like Call of the Week. A Call of the Week here would be really, really good. Just because obviously now Ryan's getting 2 more points for the hold, putting him to 5. If he's able to cull and dodge another Dead Bloom Predator, he should be in a really, really good position.
Oh yeah,
Exactly. That's exactly what we
that's
see.
it.
Call of the Week
That's
coming
it.
out. Yes, sir. When you see your pieces, you see your pieces.
Oh
And
my
what's even
goodness.
better, I haven't looked at his side deck yet, but obviously he has potentially has access to cards like Salvage. So obviously this is an Aurora deck. If he can draw into his Salvage to kill the gear, he's going to be in a phenomenal spot for game 2.
Exactly. This is actually one of those matchups where like it's actually not too weird. You need to force the sorry, let me complete my thought there. You need to force the overcommitment. So it's not too weird to go Master Yi before Aurora, even if you have the Aurora on curve, because you need to force Ryan to put his guys into the war camp so that you
Absolutely.
can respond to them with the Dead Bloom. And then
For sure.
you need to start forcing those trades ASAP. Unfortunately, hitting White Flame there from Brian is not gonna
It's not going to
do
get
it.
there. Yeah, it's probably the
Yeah.
worst thing he probably could hit off of it. I am a little surprised that he's not investing in the war camp just yet. Especially off
There's
the
no
like
need to. There's just no need to.
interesting. Brian's just avoiding it altogether. I'm very
Yeah,
surprised.
there's really no need to invest in the work camp because you can always take it back. You can always take the
Mhm.
work camp back. If you were
Yeah,
going
that's
to
fair.
invest, you'd probably invest in the aspirants. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well,
Especially
my
once you
fear
have
would just be because obviously if you dead bloom onto war camp, not only do you have to worry about the dead bloom getting a buff off of war camp itself, but the +2 in addition to that off the Master Yi Legend. So giving dead bloom +3 is kind of like you're already gonna have an issue trying to get over it. So
yeah.
doing it again would definitely be rough. But we do see we see Brian pass turn triggering dazzling aurora and bringing out another white flame protector. Which makes me a little nervous because that makes I'm assuming he doesn't have a dead bloom in hand, and makes me think that the longer this game goes on, obviously the higher the probability of him hitting a dead bloom off of those dazzling auroras.
There is actually enough removal in his deck to run Brian out of units entirely.
For
Fun
sure,
fact.
definitely.
That is like another way this game can go.
Oh, nice, nice, and then just throw like a yordle into that. Oh, good
Oh my goodness.
singularity. Yeah, I mean two
Very, very
token.
good team.
No, you can't. Just you have to do more than 2 tokens because you gotta has to remember the Master Yi legend ability is now live since he is now alone at the battlefield.
Yep.
So you just need like 4 might. So what, swinging in with 5? I think Faithful Manufacturing might be 2. Yep. So full trade,
Yep.
and then move in with probably just 1 token and take aspirants.
Exactly.
Very good cleanup by Ryan. Ryan is playing this very well.
He's at 7 points. All he has to do
Yes,
now
sir.
is maybe hold the camp, try to
Not even
force a
that.
bunch.
I mean, if he has stratagem in hand, like he can retreat war camp if he genuinely wants to, and then no matter what Brian does next turn, just grand stratagem is GG's unless Brian has win wall.
Yeah, true, true. Little music jump scare. Music jump scare going on right now. Someone fell asleep on the Elgato button board.
Sounds good.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Ryan is cooking.
Smooth jazz gameplay with Ryan and Brian. Oh my goodness.
Ryan
Yeah,
is being
this
controlled
game's
this
over.
entire time. Yeah, Ryan was cooking. And this
Yeah,
is before we even get to side decking.
exactly, exactly.
I'm
This is
interested to
actually
know Brian's side deck. If he has something like a Nivea, that could be really, really big.
this
But
is
obviously,
a
Brian isn't overextending too much. So, like, a Nivea would only take out 1 unit anyway.
yeah, this is a pretty horrible matchup for green orange. There isn't much that deals with the back rank and wide boards like
Mhm,
simultaneously. So
mhm.
you're really at the mercy of whatever Victor wants to do. You kind of just have to navigate to your deck strengths, and oftentimes you're burning cards like Charm just to take out like a recruit or like a weak Death Knell unit. And it just
Mhm.
doesn't feel good.
What also doesn't feel good too is you're on Aspirant's Climb, and Ryan was still like able to like be in such a commanding position.
Yeah,
And like if War Camp has low key just been like a vanilla battlefield, so it's like isn't anything too crazy. Um, but if Ryan's able to take this game off Aspirants, I think Brian might be in for a little rough spot. Ooh, another Dead Bloom.
that was
Yep,
necessary.
that was
That was
very
necessary.
important for sure.
This is the only way that Brian could have come back here is if he hit the next Dead Bloom,
Mhm.
and he manages to control the power on the board
But see, this is
enough.
exactly what I was talking about with why I think he should have retreated that token last turn because, like, one, now he has to worry about a dead bloom on the other battlefield, which he wouldn't have had to worry about before. Now he only has 3 units, and so Grand Stratagem won't necessarily get there to like go for game, and you have that hidden that you have to worry about. I think last turn he definitely should have retreated that token.
I think did Ryan pass the turn with a rune open last turn? I think he could have
I'm not
used
positive.
his I think he could have used his Herald of Arcane as well. I think he may have missed
Mhm,
making a token
mhm.
that turn.
Yeah,
So
definitely big.
yeah, I think I lost my train of thought, but I think he could have had an additional token on top of retreating that one that
Yeah.
you recommended. So that's the thing with a lot of these micro actions. Like Victor can be very mentally taxing. Sometimes you'll miss little things here or there, just because there's so many micro actions that add up to uh, beating a dead bloom predator, basically.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So, um, what is Ryan thinking about here?
Yeah, I wish we could see his hand.
I know, me too. Kind of curious. Is this another Cole?
Storm
Okay.
Scale first. Tap 1. tapping Viktor, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Even though he didn't. I'm assuming that was supposed to be him tapping Viktor, but
yeah, the Herald of the Arcane ability. Just a full pass. Didn't even put the Viktor into play.
What could he have up? Yeah, because I told you that's like I think the perfect time too. Well, there's nothing on board. Well, there's Yordle and Soaring Scout, but I think if he has removal, that Viktor is going to be instantly popped.
Yeah, that is weird.
I think Ryan's in a unfortunate position. Yeah, I think not retreating that token, allowing Deadbloom to take that battlefield, might have lost him the game.
Yeah, and I think he also forgot to use his Herald of the Arcane. I could be wrong. I need to rewatch the VOD, but that could be it. That could be all that it took to lose the game. That tiny margin of error.
Yeah, just allowing Deadbloom to get on battlefield is just so important.
And there's always the chance for that. The one, the card.
Mm-hmm.
The card that could take it back here.
Interesting. So he's consulting the past here.
It's the card you've been talking about all day. The card.
Well, no, I don't think Grand Stratagem doesn't help him here. Because now that double Deadbloom on, that's what, 16 on one side and then 14 on another with the hidden. Because you only have 5 units. Stratagem plus 5. 2 of the tokens are 12. Soaring Scout's only 1 as well, because another 6. Yeah, I don't think you can take both. You can at least take 1. You can definitely push everything in a war camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you push everything in a war camp, you might actually be okay.
Because we're down 3 Deadblooms now, so you won't get hit with another Deadbloom. We saw 2 Charms, so there's potentially only 1 more, but he does have still have access to the Chosen Champion Master Yi Legend ability. Yeah, so Grand Stratagem. I think in a situation like this, I'm probably taking war camp.
Yeah, for sure. Because you don't want to go into that hidden anyway.
I think it looks like we drew into Hidden Blade, which is nice because I think the only thing that can really stop you here is a potential Fey Folk or the Master Yi Chosen Champion. And if you just Hidden Blade that when it tries to come into your war camp, you should be okay.
Yeah, and Brian only has only with 12 runes being the maximum, he can only play one of those.
Exactly. He can't play both, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be very close. Brian's going to be able to pull up to 6 points. But I think if Ryan sees the line, you just send everything into the war camp and then you just hold.
What's also going to be really important too is if we haven't seen any defies come down from Brian yet. So Brian will have the ability to defy the Hidden Blade.
The Hidden Blade as well. This is interesting. We have a judge call, so the players are going to need a moment here. But like I said, I love this matchup. Tiny mistakes make a lot of stuff happen. Your power cards are all relevant. The back and forth between it is just so cool. It's a good time.
Very good. I'm glad we got to see the Grand Stratagem. I see someone in chat asking what about Royal or Imperial Decree instead of Stratagem. I think it's more just to each their own. I don't like Imperial Decree because that's normally trades a lot easier. Because what is it? It's when a unit takes damage, kill it. I like Grand Stratagem because you can make it so that your units are so big that when you do the damage calc, a lot more of your units will live as opposed to Imperial Decree.
I'm inclined to agree. I think giving +5 to everything is way better than just a lightning vortex.
Because you're gonna kill him anyway.
Yeah.
You might as well maintain the battlefield that you're fighting for and hold.
Exactly. It's the same outcome, but one of them ends with your guys still there.
Exactly. Exactly. 100%.
Yeah. I think it could be really interesting to see, like you said, if he does have that counter spell for the Hidden Blade. That could be really interesting because that may be one way Brian could slowly squeak out this victory. It is such a close match right now. He's at 7 points. He's about to go to 8 on resolution of the Grand Stratagem, and Brian is at 6 points himself. He's about to go to 7 upon holding. So, okay. So it looks like.
I think they just wanted to make everything. Why?
Some other things are.
Did he pay for something? I thought he had. I wonder if they didn't pay. He's hitting blading now.
Interesting.
That's an interesting. Yeah, I would have. But now you have no defensive play against the Master Yi, or they're asking if they still get the draw because of he's saving the dead
The
bloom
dead
with,
bloom.
to my understanding, you do.
It is an interesting circumstance here, but
I think he draws here. If I remember correctly, I think you do draw here.
yeah, I think so too. That would make sense. The cards resolve as much as possible, so
Well, I know the confusion is always Zonius is technically stopping it from being destroyed. So a lot of people's understanding is you wouldn't get the draw, but you do get the draw. But I'm very surprised just to see that play.
Does it make it so now that now can Ryan just win this turn? Does he have the math?
No.
He still can't?
No.
Because he has 16 points with the 3 recruits. No, he
Dead Bloom. Okay. Dead Bloom Predator is 11 right now by itself. You throw 2 recruits, and this is before Brian even has.
What is making it 11? I think it's 10, isn't it?
No, it's 10 off of Master Yi Legend and 11 off of War Camp.
Oh, the War Camp is messing it up.
So
oh
he
my
throws
goodness.
2 tokens in. That's 12, goes to 14 off of War Camp. Then what is on the other side is 14.
Actually, so I think he does win. I think he does win. He can just send the. He can send the
6, 8. Oh yeah, because the Soaring Scout and the Yordle trade. So 2 tokens take out Dead Bloom, a token, and then Soaring Scout and Yordle take out the other one.
Yeah, I think he does win this turn. Yeah.
No, put Yordle on the other one, brother.
It's so funny. He's playing musical chairs with his guys right now. This is like this matchup is so fun. It's so hard though.
Am I tripping? Why aren't you doing? You just do 2 tokens on Dead Bloom, right?
He is counting each individual might. I swear it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, what is going on?
Brother, don't forget about Master Yi. Don't forget about Master Yi.
Don't forget about Master Yi. Oh, not like this. Not like this. There's someone in the chat is saying so slow. I mean, yes, but like at the same time, like you really want to triple check. This is for $10,000. Yeah, you would be taking your time too, and they have the time. This is not like. So that's 5 points on the recruit, 6 points of might on the Yordle, and then plus an additional 2 from the Trifarian War Camp on each. So this should be enough to take out the Dead Bloom and just trade with one of these.
How big is Yordle? What, 3?
It's I believe it's a 2 might, but it's powered up 1 by the.
Yeah, go to 3, go to 5,
War Camp, and then 8 off of the.
And then I think I would have done. I would have done the Soaring Scout and a token on War Camp, and I would have done Yordle on the other one because you have 2 bigger units there.
I don't think it matters. I think he wins no matter what. I think this maths no matter what, but he may be trying to play around discipline or something like that. So he goes to 8 points here.
Now he pushes.
And then sends everything here. Do we have a discipline to try and handle this? So it's 6, 12 plus it's gonna be 18, and that's gonna be the game.
There it is. What did I tell you, baby? Grand Stratagem. What did I tell you? Don't sleep on Grand Stratagem.
You know what's crazy?
He literally wins games, dude.
You've literally been saying it for 2 days straight, and we finally get to see it justified.
Dude.
Actually justified. Like, you got redeemed big time with this match.
Stratagem, dude.
I'm so happy we got to see this because, like, you're
it's the first time we've seen a yellow token that actually win not win a game, but the first time that we've seen a yellow token deck that was like, if I just had Grand Stratagem, I win, and it's the first time that they had it and they won, so we're good. We're good.
Yeah, facts. That was really, really nice. That was a cool game. There were
I don't think Decree wins there because it doesn't get the buff, so you don't get the conquer point for 7.
True.
Oh, wait, no, technically, because you only need to throw 1 unit in. So you do the 1 unit, take out, trade with Dead Bloom, then move the token into Conquer, and then you move the 2 units in. Technically, yeah.
Justice says he doesn't have Windwall. There was only 2 runes up, so he didn't have enough to counter. If he did have Windwall in his hand, he didn't have enough to counter the Grand Stratagem. I think it was an interesting game because Ryan did make a few like tiny slip ups here and there that could have cost it for him. But Grand Stratagem is so powerful that it was able to like just seal the deal just barely. Like just barely.
Yeah.
What a close game.
I'm excited for these sideboards. I'm interested to see if Brian throws a Nivea in here. But Ryan has been playing really good. Not to overextend.
Yeah.
Because like a Nivea is nice theoretically into Viktor. But if you're playing the way that Ryan is, where he only sat on one token at each battlefield, a Nivea, like a 7-might vanilla unit, would kill the token anyway. You don't really need a Nivea's one attacking ability. So he's already playing against the quote unquote counter to Viktor. I'm very interested to see what everybody does. Good win off of Ryan. I definitely wouldn't have hidden bladed. I would have tried to hold there, and then when they hit me on the crackback. But he was playing around the Zonias that I definitely was not respecting, because obviously he needed to go for game that turn, because if he pushed in and conquered that battlefield, Zonia procs, and then not only would you have to worry about a Master Yi chosen champion or the Tasty Feyfolk, but you also have to worry about the Dead Bloom Predator that was pushed off and saved because of Zonia. So Ryan definitely, again, you guys have heard me say this all weekend. This is why I'm casting and I'm not playing. These players are significantly better than I am and doing the correct, most optimal lines of play to get them these wins here in Orlando.
Yeah, Ryan so accurately played around that hidden Zonias. He even knew what it was. You know, he was like, oh, that's Zonias. Like,
yeah, absolutely phenomenal play.
This is going to be such an interesting one because now there isn't that Trifarian War Camp, but he does have Arena's Greatest, so...
Yeah, he was able to get the win off Aspirants, and now he gets Arena's Greatest. This is going to be very interesting.
I'm saying, bro, Vile Moss not going to do Brian any favors. I don't think retreating was ever on Ryan's radar that past game anyway, so... Yeah, what a matchup. This is so cool. Okay, here comes the card that makes a recruit. I forgot what it's called. Hold up. Faithful manufacturer or manufactor?
Yep.
Manufactor. Okay.
I'm very surprised to see. I don't know if this is giving anything away. He doesn't run Noxian Drummer. Very surprised, but it is replaced by another 3-drop, which is really good.
Yeah,
he runs like everything good in yellow and blue is in this deck.
This looks like a very good
Victor
100%. List. Yeah, this is a well tuned list. There's a reason he's 4-0. Like, and honestly, he's on pace to be 5-0 here. He's up to 3 points already. And Brian's just going up to 8 runes. I mean, he doesn't even have enough for Aurora.
Yeah. Yeah, being able to go to 5 points next turn already is going to be disgusting.
Yeah. I think Brian might be looking at going Master Yi this turn just to stay on curve for Aurora.
Yeah,
there it is.
I deal with it. I'd probably go in a Vile Maw here, right? That way you can gank over next turn.
Yeah. Provided it survives. And it should. Oh, interesting.
Well, I mean, either way, it's technically you're just gonna gank back and forth anyway. I guess it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, the Zonias will keep the Master Yi around, so proving to be pretty useful.
Probably grabbing the Vanguard Captain. Yep, good charm. Good charm.
Interesting. He's allowing. Yeah, I guess that's the biggest unit, right?
Point for hold.
Yep. Wait, that wasn't the Vanguard Captain. It was the Vanguard Captain, yeah, because the Faithful was at the base, yeah. Okay, makes sense. Here comes probably Cold a Week. Yep.
Yeah, he didn't even need it. Yeah, he didn't
even need to see it. He already knew what was going on. Throw away the recruit. It's interesting he's throwing away the active recruit. If he's gonna make another recruit this turn with Viktor, then might have made more sense to do it another way. Or if he was gonna play his Viktor champion this turn, he could have thrown away the Poro and maintained a recruit. Yeah. See? Yeah. Not that it matters, really. It's just it's really interesting to me that he elected to play the use the Herald of the Arcane ability instead of play his own Victor.
Mhm.
So
Well, he just doesn't have really too many non-token units right now that he probably doesn't think there's enough value here. He might also have some defensive plays that he would like to keep up.
Doesn't look like it. I think it's just a better use of runes to get the Victor down ASAP.
Mhm.
And just even one non-recruit unit is better than like 0, right? Like
Mhm.
it's worth having Victor down. But
Mhm.
there's a hasty Faith Folk, and that boy's gonna be taking down the battlefield. This is actually a pretty tough spot for Ryan. I think Brian has stabilized quite well.
Oh, singularity here. Good singularity.
Oh
Oh
my
my goodness,
gosh.
good. Whew.
Both
And
6
then just
might.
move right in. Yes, sir.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. That's gonna go up to
And in the
7
7
points.
already. Holy.
I think Brian is dead lost. I
Good
don't think there's a way you
play,
can break
Ryan.
both battlefields. Maybe Charm plus Dead Bloom gets there. Yeah, it has to be like Charm plus Dead Bloom, but then yeah, it'd have to be specifically that. Okay, let's see it. Is that the Charm? Oh no,
Mm,
not what you want to see.
probably looking for a dead bloom. But he's at
Or a
7, right?
Charm.
You need dead bloom charm.
Yeah, you need specifically Dead Bloom Charm, yeah. Okay, trying again.
What is he at 12 right now? So he's 9 open. So he has exactly the resources for dead bloom charm right here.
Yes. I think it's over. I think Ryan is
You
moving
see
on to 5-0.
the exhale. Oh no, there's dead bloom. There's at least
There's
dead bloom.
Bloom. Okay.
How many charms have we seen though already? We saw the one on Vanguard Captain. Was that it?
I think so. Does he have the charm?
He
He
does.
does.
He does have the
He
charm.
does have it. Okay. We got a match. This is a crazy match. What is going on, dude? Wait, this is so sick. And now Ryan stuck on 7. How does he take the last point? Either take both battlefields or hold one.
Take Viomall, draw a card, try to cull. He's not culling, right? Oh, what is?
Okay, Hidden
Hidden
Blade.
Yeah.
He'll need to pay the deflect.
He did.
Pretty
He
sure.
did. He
did?
paid the
Okay.
price. Yep.
So this is gonna get him card draw.
Ooh,
He
is that
can't.
machine? I think that's machine.
Okay.
Put that. Oh, Sprite Mother for
Sprite
days!
Mother for days! Oh
Oh,
my
we
god!
got there.
Oh
Jeez,
my goodness!
holy.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Wow.
That was
Insane.
nasty. What a
Wow,
match!
a swift 2-0 from Ryan with Victor. Holy.
And it was a very
Wow.
specific sequence of cards from both players to even be in that game.
Absolutely. Yeah, they played to their outs perfectly. Like they both had exactly what they needed, but
Yeah.
wow, Ryan just had a little bit more. Holy.
What a crazy match. I
Yeah,
love
that was
this
a
matchup.
great match. That was a 2-0, but that was like so exciting to watch.
All right, guys, we are back with yet another undefeated player, but this one a little special. Mr. Victor, 4-0 at the moment. We have Ryan doing a great job navigating Victor and playing in a matchup where I feel like a little favored, right? We have all these MF decks running around trying to beat up on the Kaisas, and you come in and you're just slide underneath the MF decks. So tell me a little bit about your day so far and how the decks have been treating you.
Day's been going pretty good. Luckily, haven't played any Annies. Gotten one Kaisa, but yeah, like you said, there's a lot of decks right now that are trying to do the dazzling play.
Sure.
And Victor has that tempo to where I can just kind of get in there and start getting those points before they even set up that board. So luckily for me, I've had a good amount of favorable matchups for me.
Nice, man. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about it off camera, but I'm also a Victor player, so respect. I love to see a fellow Victor player, especially one doing well. And I was explaining that it seems to be the bane of my existence when the Cathian rain comes falling from the sky, right? So talk to me a little bit about your Kaisa match earlier, how it played out. Was it a 2-0, a 2-1? How did it play out?
The Kaisa match, it was a 2-1.
Okay.
Honestly, all my matches besides that match have been 2-1.
Okay.
That was my first 2-0. But
what's your strategy approaching that kind of matchup, knowing what kind of bombs they can play on you?
Honestly, I just have to play around knowing that the Darius is going to come in ready.
Of course.
I have to play around, what the score is, whether or not they may or may not have a time warp.
Sure.
It's just mainly knowing what you could be going up against. don't really have too much of a sideboard for them except for the
Okay.
Evil Angels.
Sure.
You know, try to force them to use resources and still get bodies back on the field.
Of course.
But, you know, all in all, just try to play around and think 2 turns ahead. I feel like that's every card game.
Absolutely. And then approaching this tournament, is Victor something that was always like, no matter what, you're running it? Or did you, was it a little bit of a meta decision you made? Or talk to me a little bit about your decision.
Honestly, big fan of Leona.
Okay.
Normally at my local card shop, I'm trying to play
Shout out
Leona.
Leona players out there. Love that.
But Victor's, I won the skirmish 2 weeks ago with
Congratulations.
Victor. So I felt comfortable bringing Victor into the play.
Right.
A lot of good sideboard cards like Imperial Decree,
Of course.
things like that. Just pushing a Dead Plume or Death Predator off with a 1/1 recruit. Just a lot of value out of that.
Absolutely. Yeah, really, really good value. Well, sounds like you know what you're doing and you're on a great run so far. You haven't dropped a set yet. I want to jinx you, but hopefully we'll be able to see you later on at the top 8 table. So I'm wishing you lots of
I
luck.
hope so too.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure hanging out with
too.
you. And
Thank you.
thanks for your time today. And back to you guys.